we talk to the issue of having a voice to Parliament, how important is it to have that voice, but also for that voice to be heard by people who occupy those positions of office?
Well, it's incredibly important that Indigenous people are heard, but this particular voice, I think, is not the right way forward. Now you're right. I've always taken a very close interest in Indigenous education because, in the end, if you don't have a job, you won't have anything like the sort of life that Australians should have. And if you haven't been to school, it's going to be very hard to have a job. So, better housing, better health, more prosperity, it all starts with good education. Now, you're not going to get a good education unless you actually go to school. And in remote areas, about 60% attendance is considered good. And frankly, I think 60% attendance is often looking on the bright side. So we really do have to get more kids to school. And I think if there were more decision makers, I'm not talking now about politicians necessarily, but I'm talking about the people that actually run schools, run police services, run health services. If more of that was done closer to the ground, all to the good. One of the things that I put forward back in the day when I was the whole of government minister responsible for the APY lands under John Howard's Prime Ministership was appointing a Commonwealth representative to the area, someone who would live at least 10 months of the year on site, but was a person of considerable authority and clout, such as a retired Member of Parliament. Indeed, when the Howard government commenced the intervention, these government business managers were supposed to be something like that, someone who could say to the school principal, to the police sergeant, to the council manager, to the clinic manager, look, we're all operating in silos. We should be all operating in a more holistic way to actually make people's lives different and better on the ground. So look, I am all in favour of people being heard, but I am absolutely certain, knowing government as I do, that only some people will be heard via this voice, not the people who really need to be listened to. And let's face it, in Marion Scrimgeour and in Jacinta Price, this Parliament has two very powerful voices from Alice Springs. Were they heeded on grog bans? No. Are they being heeded on police? No. Because it seems to me that what the government has currently in mind is going to listen to some voices and not others.